Coming to get you, Barbara.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another Kleptomaniac video. I'd like to start today with a thank you to everyone who's watched my previous videos, or even if this is your first time. I do read all the comments, whether that be here on YouTube, on Instagram or on Facebook, so please let me know what you think. What we have here for you today is another One's Customs piece, and this is from the film Night of the Living Dead, and this is the Graveyard Zombie. Now this piece is from 2014, so it's another slightly older piece, but in my opinion it holds up very well. However, let me know in the comments what you think. The piece as a whole comes with the main figure itself, a hand-painted stand, a resin gravestone complete with flowers, and a custom plaque based off the film art made by Graveyard Studios. In this particular set, one included a special little tribute to Bill Hinsman, who played the cemetery or graveyard zombie in the original 1968 version of Night of the Living Dead and in the 1990 version of Night of the Living Dead, which I feel was a nice touch by one. It's been painted very well. You can see that obviously there's grass, there's a bunch of roses, and of course the headstone. He's managed to capture some nice detail on the headstone itself. There's aging, there's small cracks. He's done a nice job here. The set also comes with a custom plaque, which I believe was made by Graveyard Studios. Now this isn't completely flat, there is some texture to that, even though it doesn't come across on camera. It's effectively a recreation of the 1990 film poster, and it displays very well with the set. Starting at the bottom, you can see the hand-painted stand. Now there is a little tag on the front there which says 114, which, you've guessed it, means this was produced in 2014. Now I'd like to think this was a tribute to the original 1968 version, as it is black and white. There's see what looks to be trees there, there's the moon, and he's managed to capture a nice glow, and I like the fact that it is black and white, because I think if it had been too highly coloured it would have taken away from the piece itself. Now if you rewind back to 2014 and you were a collector of One's Customs piece, you will of course realise that not every stand was either hand painted or handmade, but I'm pleased to say it's more of the trend, if you fast forward to today, that One's Custom stands and everything about the piece is custom made. The shoes are completely destroyed. I mean, they're scuffed up, they've got mud all over them, they no longer have any of the original shiny polished surface that they would have undoubtedly had when he was buried. One aspect of this piece that impresses me is that one just hasn't simply made the whole of the suit dirty. He's made selective areas, but it also looks random if you understand the meaning, in the fact that it's not a paint by numbers effect, it's realistic. There are not the set areas where, you know, this is where there'll be mud, this is where there'll be mud. It is almost as if, you know, he has really crawled out of the ground, which I believe is the effect he's gone after. See, there are a number of details that I am focusing on here. Of course, you should be able to tell quite easily that this is the 1990 version without even looking at the face or makeup, mainly due to the bolo tie that he's wearing and also the gravestone decoration that Barbara tried to fend him off with before her brother met an unfortunate demise. Overall, I think One's done a very impressive job on the tailoring of the piece. That suit fits very well and it's weathered appropriately and also looks very much like the source material. It's also nice to see the blood on the hands, as if to simulate the way he would have had to have clawed his way out of the coffin. Last but not least is the head sculpt on the piece. Now the first thing you'll notice is that this is definitively the 1990 remake version, as the makeup from the original was almost non-existent from that scene. For the remake, Tom Savini came on board. Anyone will know he is the master of monster, zombie, pretty much anything you can think of. He's done it. Just look up his IMDb page, it is incredible. So it has an almost yellow kind of rotting flesh effect to the skin tone. There is a this cut slash blood trail which was present in the film, which runs down the right eye all the way down the cheek. I also like the various scrapes on his face, and also some areas seems to have decayed a little bit quicker than others. The teeth are incredibly impressive on this, as again, when you consider the 1/6 size, one has been able to individually sculpt them. There's also a nice glisten and gloss effect around the whole mouth area. It certainly looks like he is literally salivating at the mouth. There's a lovely piece of drool down the corner which comes down, which again was present in the film. It's an excellent job, I would certainly say. The sculpting on the foreheads there, you can see wrinkles. The effect that he's managed to achieve on the eyes, almost this kind of glazed over cloudy look, which is certainly present in a lot of zombie films I also like as well. The main issue I really have with the head sculpt is the hair in the piece. Now again, I'm forgiving in the fact that it is 5 years old. However, there are pieces that one did produce around that period that had excellent hair work. I mean, that would be my only real criticism of it. When you compare it to the source material, where the zombie had almost like a browny, kind of gingery tone to the hair, it was also a lot longer as well. But as I said, it's easily forgivable when you consider the quality of the facial area and the head sculpt as a whole. To summarise, in my opinion, this is another excellent piece by Once Customs, despite the fact that it is 5 years old. When you consider the accuracy of the tailoring, how the overall look of the piece is weathered, all the detail in the shoes, the whole outfit, how accurate the outfit is. The way the piece actually looks like this character crawled out of his own grave, the blood on the hands, for instance. But that's not to say the piece is without fault. As I've stated, the hair is the major issue with the head sculpt for me, and I have no doubt if one were to produce this again today, he would of course improve on that. But when you look at the way the cut goes down the face, how salivating he's made the mouth look, the drool, these are all, these are key fundamentals of the character on screen, and he's captured them there. How the eyes are glazed over and they have that kind of cloudy element to it. This is impressive stuff, folks, and as I said, if one were to produce this again, he would of course improve pretty much in every single way. That's where we're going to leave this video today. But before I go, I'll tell you that there is of course another video coming next week, but here's the shocker. It won't be a Once Customs video, so stay tuned for that. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and as I said previously, give it a like, comments below, let me know what you thought of this piece, whether you agree with me, whether you don't, and while you're there, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching this Collectomaniac video.